Good, beautiful fall afternoon. I am so excited to bring you out on what will probably be 2024's final garden tour. This is actually our fall garden tour. We are a small homestead in southwest or south central West Virginia. We have under 3 acres, and so we planted our first full fall garden this year, and I am thrilled with where it's at. I hope to only be a little more efficient and to potentially grow more stuff next fall. But I wanted to walk you through what we put together this year as we close out 2024's garden tours. All right, so a lot of our garden you're going to see is laying farrow. This row doesn't have anything planted. What we're going to be looking at are 4 rows here in front of our greenhouse this year. This row does not look like anything is planted in here, and that is because if you dig down under the leaf and grass mulch in the dirt, you will find our garlic cloves. We got those in the ground earlier last week. And so those are hopefully, with the warmer weather we've had this week. Normally in November it's pretty chilly here, but we've been walking around in t-shirts. The only reason I have a sweatshirt on today is because it's a little breezy, but we've had a very warm November, start to November. So hopefully those will be nice and rooted and snuggled in for the winter for when cold weather does hit. All right, our second row, you can see we had some chicken issues, and that's why our chickens are currently locked up and grounded in their chicken run until I can get a new chicken fence that doesn't have a couple holes in this and get it electrified. But you can see they kind of dug up one plant here. I'm going to also have a cat who keeps getting into the bug netting. So I'm going to double this up, has the distance to fold in half. So I'm going to go through when we're done here and fold this in half in hopes to deter her from getting in there. But this row is a mixture of broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbages. I cannot tell you which are what because they kind of got mixed up. My seedlings kind of got mixed up. So they're kind of all mixed together. But you can see I'm really pleased with the way some of these are going. I wasn't sure how well they would do. This is our first year growing brassicas like cauliflower and broccoli and cabbage. We've done kale in the past, but this is our first time attempting the other more like substantial brassicas, and I'm super happy with the way they're going. I think the extended warm temperatures that we've had have helped substantially with that. So I'm really pleased with this row. We do have a couple little ones here that we're not sure if we'll make it, but we are watering these and tending to these in hopes that they'll bounce back and look as beautiful as these are. One of the huge blessings about planting a fall garden is about the only pest that we have right now is a cat and chickens. And those ones we can sort of contain. So we don't have cabbage moths or caterpillars or things like that getting into these. So that has been a huge blessing, expanding our gardening season into this time frame. All right, our second row here, I'm really pleased with. Again, didn't know how these rows were gonna go, but the kale plants are bouncing back beautifully. We did have, again, some chicken issues, and so, but they're recovering very nicely. I do think we'll have kale probably once a week this winter, especially if the warmer weather sticks around for another week or two. These guys are gonna get a head start. And then definitely come spring, we'll have some success. This is some Swiss chard. My other little Swiss chard plant over here did not make it, and this one's looking like it's trying, but that one's recovered well. And then these kale plants are doing very pretty. Hello, ma'am. I was hoping once we got her fixed, she would be a little less mean, but that did not happen. And then some more kale. So very excited for kale and pasta dishes and hashes and different fresh greens, even a fresh dandelion. So we'll have dandelion greens too. All right, so in our last row, I believe these are all broccoli. You can see some of the older leaves are getting a little bit of a discoloration, but the newer leaves are growing in very nicely for the most part. So have some littler plants down here just because the seedlings weren't very healthy, but on the seedlings that were doing nicely. They are doing very well and recovering nicely. We've got row cover here that we're going to use to cover all of these rows at once. Not the garlic rows, but just these 3. Once the temperatures start to get pretty chilly, just to insulate them a little bit better. We are going to get some bug netting to cover this 3rd row just as a protection. But overall, guys, I'm pretty happy with where our fall garden is. We're planning on covering all these feed bags up with some wood mulch we have over there. But we're going to just let this thing kind of go. That's the beautiful thing about a fall garden. Once you get it in the ground, there's not much to do with it except for wait for it to be harvested. So I don't know if any of this will be harvested this year. It will probably be early spring when the days start to get longer and the weather starts to get a little bit warmer, that we'll get some of the broccoli and cauliflower. But if it comes in earlier, we'll take the surprise. So that's it for this video, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to have tried a fall garden. I'm excited to see how it survives through the winter. Last year we did kind of like a makeshift high tunnel, and I really enjoyed that. We opted to try this to see how we like this, and then going into the future years, it'll give us some idea of how we want to handle things. So thank you guys for joining me on this garden tour, and I guess we'll see you in 2025 for our first spring garden tour. See you then. Bye.